Hey guys, Billy Rivera here with Revolution Trading. Today, guys, what a crazy day, huh? Yeah, I just wanted to go over here the trade that we took on the chat on the live trading room, guys. It's not a chat, it's not a Discord room or anything, so it's pretty fancy, right? So, and let's just start with the SPY trade here, guys. And so the trade here on SPY, right? So um it was right like I pulled back into the VWAP, right? So okay, so we opened right at the VWAP here. So as you guys could see, we had this like hammer doji candle here, right? So and then we got in literally right here, right? So we literally got in right here, right? So we got in some calls, and um people that missed, there was a couple of people that missed on the chat, so there was another opportunity to get in right here on the hammer doji, and this was just like a brutal trade, guys. So, and how did we capitalize on the move? It's just using the system that okay that I've developed, that okay, you pay yourself and you hold runners, right? And you don't get out until the trade takes you out, right? So basically, right, got in right here, and then we had a couple of resistance here that, right, so we knew it was going to get there and reject, but since our entry was so good, right, and we paid ourselves, right, so it was pretty easy to stay in, right? It was a no-brainer, and as you guys could see here, I pulled back into the 50. We double bottom here at the 50 MA, right? And then, gave it another pop. And then this is how easy it is, guys, right? So we held this level here. We put up a new high, right? And as long as it's holding this high here, you stay in the trade. And then what happens is we put a new high and a lower high, right? And so which means is as long as we stay within this channel here, trading within this channel, stay in the trade. No reason to get out, right? And this was a huge home run, right? And not to mention the strangle that we took on SPX, that was like 1,800% profit. It was huge. It was massive, right? So people made thousands and thousands of dollars on the chat, right? So, but now, okay, the good question is, what is next? So, okay, and that's what I want to go over, right? So, and guys, and just for you guys to see how funny it is, everything had the same setup here. So if you look at AMD, right? Let's look at AMD here. Every single trade was the same. I pull back into the VWAP here, and then boom, right? Pull back to the 50, boom. Right? SPY, same thing with the Qs, if I'm not mistaken, exactly the same setup. So everything traded, right? So identical. Look at Tesla, right? So exactly the same setup. I pull back into the VWAP here and 239.06, which was a level for us to get in, right? Predetermined level, guys. It's not something that I'm like, all right, guys, let's buy, let's sell. No, everything here is predetermined. So we have the game plan prior to the open. We know exactly, what trade we're gonna take, which strike we're gonna pick, and the targets, right? Because that's what professionals do, guys. So that's exactly what professionals do. So all right, going back here to okay, to what is next, right? So if I can, yeah. All right, great. So what is next here on SPY now? Okay, let's go into the weekly chart, guys. So on the weekly chart here, right? So we have this move here that needs to complete 451.76, right? Which is going to be like a head and shoulders, right? Not, yeah, you can consider this a head and shoulders too. So yeah, a different type of head and shoulders, right? So, which I'll, okay, head, shoulders, and shoulders. So, and this is the play, right? And this is what's, right, what's going to happen here. So a pop into the 451.76, it's due. We need to complete this move here in order to pull back, right? So because if we pull back first, and then we're going to pop higher, right? So a pull back, I mean, a pop right into 451.76 for tomorrow, latest by Thursday. So it is going to happen, guys. No matter what, it is going to happen. So, and okay, now let's look at the daily chart and see, okay, what do we got here? It totally makes sense. Can you guys see like that this is like how this was a resistance here for quite a while? And this is when you know like this is a good level, guys, because it was resistance, it turned into support, and then again it turned into resistance. So it is a magnet, guy. Institutions are looking at this, right? And we will definitely get it pop up there. So if we break, next level to look for is 450, because we have this gap here to be filled, right? We have this gap here at 453.60 to 455.82, right? We'll fill this gap, right? If we break and hold the 451.76, we will fill that gap. That is 100% sure. So, but looking at the chart here, so what is, okay, what needs to happen here? So, okay, a pop into 451.76, and then I drop into 444.90 to then pop higher into the, to close the gap. If we go straight through the 451.76 and cover the gap, so that's a nice short right there. So it's going to be a huge short back into 432, yeah, right around that area right there. So because that move is overdue, right? So yeah, so that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So actually this move here completed, so it's just like a pull back here and right into this level, right? Boom. And then from here to pop higher, right? So that's it, guys. That's for SPY. So if you look at the weekly, okay, let's just take a look at the weekly and see what the weekly is telling us. The weekly is telling us that it makes sense, right? It's supporting our thesis here, right? This 455.64, it's pretty much the top of this wick here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for SPY. Now let's take a look at the Qs, guys. So, right, taking a look at the Q, and it's pretty much like the same setup, right? So, oh wow, what a difference here. Oh, this is the weekly chart. Okay. All right. So what should happen here at the Qs is 373.43, right? So I pull back into this level here, and then we pop higher. We have this gap here. Same thing with SPY, guys, and 380.69 to 379 and change. So we will actually, close this gap and then pull back into 373, or right, that's exactly where the 50 SMA is. 50 SMA today, it closed at 370.65. So pretty easy, pretty easy trades here, right? So which would be, okay, this should be the game plan. The game plan should be as follows: a pop, right? Whatever happens first, a pop into 380.69 short, or a drop if you don't gap down, right? If you gap down, it's going to be a drop into 370.65 long. And if you open flat, it is whatever happened first, right? And there will be trades in between. But right, like the VWAP trades, you know, if it held, like if it held the 50 and things like that. But yeah, so it's pretty rangy, guys. So there's a lot of distance here. There's a lot of meat, a lot of money to be made. Let's just take a look at 65 minutes chart, right? 65 minutes chart. So we have this, right? This resistance right here, which we need to get here in order to complete the move. And 375.47, which we're almost there, right? We're almost right there. So, and I pull back into 373. It's a mid-level, but preferably, right? If it pops, right, short at 380.69. If it drops, it will bounce off 373.07, but I would prefer to see the 308 until I see the 370.64 to get the pop, right? So that's pretty much it for, you know, for today, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the lesson, the recap here, please like, share, subscribe. And I have some good news coming up. And we're going to be offering, you know, some free membership for some of the, right, subscribers here. So just make sure you stay tuned. And happy trading, guys, and take care. Have a great day. All right. Be safe. Stay profitable.